Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Nev, and in today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little unboxing video of a new toy that I recently picked up called the Hori farming kit. Now, this is the whole entire kit. This is the steering wheel, the pedals, the dual gear shift. I'm gonna go through the whole 9 yards, and I'm gonna just kind of tell you what I think about it initially. This is gonna be my initial impressions. I have not opened this box. The box just arrived. The only thing that I have personally done is I have gotten it out of like the main bigger box, okay, and removed all my personal information. Okay, so we're gonna open this big bad boy up. I do have a secondary camera that I will put on that does not have the green screen behind me. That way, you guys can kind of see the bigger picture here. Unfortunately, I got so many filters hooked up to my main camera, which I film on primarily, and I just didn't feel like that's why you got this black screen. I just didn't feel like fiddling with everything. So, all right, so let me get the box here. I'm going to turn on that other camera, and then we will begin this unboxing video. I do want to say that Hori did not send me this product. I purchased this product myself. This product was roughly about $380, but I did get the 2-year protection plan over there on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description down below for you guys if you guys are interested in this. Now, I did read on the Amazon's little website where you pick up a purchase of this. There are certain games that this does not support. So this supports a lot of games, but some of the like truck simulators and stuff like that, I don't think it fully supports. However, it does support the farming type of games, and that's primarily what I'm probably going to be using it for. All right, so let me turn on the second camera, stop running my mouth, grab the box, and then we'll get to unboxing. All right, so right now I got the box in my hands. This is what comes in the box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go against my green screen so you guys can see the full picture. However, this thing is heavy, and so all right, so that is the full picture of it. Now let's open this bad boy up. I do have a pair of scissors here. I don't know if I'm going to need scissors or not. This has never been open, so I probably will. Let me. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the tape. Okay, so opening up the box, the first thing that we have here is we have the user manual. Might not need that. Everything should be plug and play. I know there are a driver package that you might want to download to update the firmware. However, most of this stuff should be plug and play. So we're gonna grab the box on the left-hand side here, and there is a lot of stuff that comes in this. Okay, in the first box, we've got, I guess this is, these are some brackets to hold it against like your desk or whatever. This is looks like a little L bracket. Um, Something similar that I have for my my monitors. We got some screws. Yes, we got screws. We got 2 metal screws, and then we got four metal screws, and then we got 2 big plastic screws. These are completely plastic, but they feel like heavy duty plastic, not cheap stuff. And then we have another little bracket here. I guess like another mounting system. Oh, that is box 1. Box 2, or bag 2. All of the main parts so far, it looks like it comes in this kind of blue bag. So that's kind of cool. That's how you can, I guess, distinguish from what's an actual like perpetual device rather than just like the mounting stuff. And this is the joystick system. All right, the joystick system. And I can tell you from just playing around with it, the buttons feel pretty amazing. It doesn't feel plasticky. Like it feels, I don't know, it feels like quality, you know. And now some of the buttons do kind of feel. You guys can kind of hear that in the background here, but that's okay. You know, it's a computer toy. I don't mind if some of it has some kind of like plastic feel, or if it sounds like a keyboard or something like that. I just want it to feel like a little quality, you know. So what I'm going to do is we're going to open up everything first, and then we'll talk about each individual piece before I hook this thing up. And I want to give you my full honest first impressions of what I think about just the overall quality of the system. Next up, we got the steering wheel, and this thing is a monster. Um, I believe this steering wheel is 13 inches. I think I read that right. It's like 13 inches across, almost 14 inches. And I can tell you right now, it is massive, but it is really cool. And just my first touch of the steering wheel, honestly, it feels like a car steering wheel. We're gonna talk about it because I got some impressions of this right away. But yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so next up is the pedals here. So you do have 3 different pedals. Okay, you have the gas, the brake, and the clutch. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about a couple of these pieces before we wrap up this early impressions video. First off, I want to say that the pedal system, this part right here, this is plastic. It feels plastic. It's fine, whatever, right? However, the pedals, if you guys can hear this, I don't know if you guys can hear this or not, but they feel, I don't know if they're metal or if they're like hard plastic or something. I think they might be like a metal plate because it feels almost metal. In fact, if we can take a screw, yeah, it is metal. So these plates on the pedals is metal. Pretty cool. Now let's talk about the pedals themselves. So the gas pedal, easy. It goes down super smooth, super easy, nice and springy. No, okay. The brake, a little force on the brake, but the same thing. You are gonna be working when you use this thing. Definitely on the brake. And then the clutch is super smooth, super like spongy. All right, so that's the pedal system. Let's talk about, I guess let's talk about this big steering wheel. The big steering wheel. I really like this. First off, if you guys can see the divots in the back end right here, it's like a real steering wheel. This thing feels absolute real. Like this is something that you would feel in your car, which is awesome. And if you turn it, the wheel, and let go, boom, it just automatically goes back to the neutral position. You don't have to do anything. I mean, this thing is awesome. I already really like this. And then, of course, you got your analogs, right here, so you can move your characters around and stuff like that. You also have your your windshield wipers and your turn signals and everything. And this thing actually moves, which is super cool. It's a nice little touch, you know. Okay, then you got your horn. You can push the horn in, so the horn will work. And then you have these little D-pad controls right here that you can do some extra kind of functions with, right here and right here. Okay, and the buttons feel nice and smooth. They feel nice and tacky. And then there's some buttons on the back of the actual wheel itself, right here. So these buttons can do extra stuff too. So pretty cool. Also, the USB cord looks super long, which is fantastic because in order to use something like this, you're going to need a pretty decent USB cord, and it looks like they do give you plenty of length. But yeah, super happy with the wheel. Just incredible. I mean, but this thing is big, so just prepare that if you do pick up something like this yourself, just understand that you do need a little desk space, because this thing is I'm telling you right now, when I mount this thing up, I'm probably gonna have to move my keyboard a little back on my desk, just because all of these devices they're pretty big for this desk. But I will make it work until eventually I'll get me another desk. But yeah, so that's the steering wheel. And then last but not least, we got the joystick system. All right, the joystick right here. Another big sort of component. Okay, and we got buttons on the side here. Nice and tacky. They feel pretty good. The USB cord again is nice and long. We got the handheld right here. It's not stiff, but you can tell, like, when you put it in a certain spot, it's not going to just like bounce back and forth, which is fantastic, because I hate playing with stuff like this, and then the joystick ends up kind of going out because it's not it eventually, like, it won't stay in its proper position. This actually feels nice and a little stiff, which I kind of like that. We got some buttons here on the side too. Now these buttons we can see right here. Kind of can't see these. These are actually green buttons. My green screen is messing with the colors, But here, so we got some green buttons right here. And these feel like plastic. These just feel like a typical plastic keyboard buttons. Nothing fancy on those. Same thing with the blue buttons right here. All right. Nice and plasticky feel. Nothing too fancy, but it is some extra buttons. And then we got 3 different buttons up here. Again, nice and plasticky. And then 8, 9, and 10 right here. Again, plastic. You kind of got the idea. It's some of this is real plastic, but you got this spin wheel right here. Okay. And this feels kind of cool. This feels good. But the main drawing point to something like this is definitely the joystick. And I can tell you right now, this joystick feels pretty good. You can turn the joystick, okay? You can move it around here. And then it's kind of like a, like you got some buttons behind here. And then you got this white button. Okay. And then you got a couple buttons right here that you can do some other stuff with. These buttons, 31 and 32. I mean, just a ton of buttons on this thing. But the big thing is, of course, how does the joystick actually feel? And I can tell you right now, boom. It just goes back to its natural spot. Amazing. All right. So I haven't hooked any of this stuff up. That was just my first impressions of like what each thing kind of feels like, how it feels in my hands. I will do a follow-up video for you guys here on the channel to kind of tell you, what's my initial game impressions of this is, and if anything seems a little off with this kit. However, right now what I need to do is I need to get some of this stuff. I need to clear off some space on my desk and try and get this thing kind of hooked up here. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them down below. If you guys want to get this kit yourself, I will put a link in the description down below for you guys, the exact model and kit that I picked up. Also, if you want to see me on Twitch, then you can head over there on Twitch. I'll put that link in the description down below as well. I do stream about every other day, and right now I've been streaming the crap out of this farming simulator game because it's been a lot of fun. And look for more content on Farm Sim 25 here on the channel moving forward. Thank you guys again, and you guys have a great day. Peace.